Tere päevast kõigile. Mina olen Tsubasa Yoshito, ma töötan EASis. Ma luban, järgmine aastal ma räägin eesti keel, aga täna inglise keel. Aitäh. So today I'm invited here to talk about sustainable Japan, the benefit you can get from the mindset change. Before I start the main topic, I would like to announce that as EAS, we are also organizing Japan Innovation Day on 24th of May, where you will meet Japanese investors and also corporates who are looking for collaboration and investment opportunities in ICT and green tech. So Japanese companies are also keen to find the green tech in Estonia. I will explain today why we are so keen. So today's main topic is about SDGs. I assume that in previous session, some company mentioned about SDGs, but this is a 2030 agenda for sustainable development adopted by United Nations in 2015. And then its core heart, there are 17 Sustainable Development Goals. It's called SDGs. I will not explain all of them, but it's important, and it's also for urgent call for all the countries. And today, I would like to ask everyone in this room, in your company's website, does the website mention about SDGs activities? No? Okay, there's one I know. In Japan, since that SDGs was adopted in 2015, especially large corporations started promoting these SDGs activities. And now, small and medium-sized companies are following. Why? It's not the burden for the companies. It's opportunity for companies for rebranding the company's image. And then I can say that Japanese companies are crazy about SDGs activities. And now the government also promoted it. The government created Japan SDGs Action Platform. So government pick up the companies every year who are active in SDGs action, and they reward those companies. And also there's NGO, it's called Japan SDGs Association, and then even private companies. Here example is that the Japanese news media, they launched the SDGs campaign. Yes, so why they're so crazy about it? And then the Japanese company, they care about SDGs. And then when they care, it means that they care about what other companies are doing. And then, in fact, we also sent a business delegation in many countries. To Japan last year, October, we sent a delegation in timber and wooden sector. And then end of this month, we will send ICT sector to Japan. And then together with Japanese local partner, we set up the B2B meetings. And then both times, the Japanese local partner asked those Estonian participants, do you have any SDGs activities? So it doesn't matter where you are in the timber industry or in ICT industry. It matters wherever your industry is. And then you may think that this activity is only between B2B, but actually it is for B2C as well. This is a photo in a grocery store in Tokyo. Last month, I was in Tokyo, so I took a picture here. And then I went to the candy corner. And then I picked up the one chocolate. On the back of the package, it shows some sign. It says, one chocolate for one smile. maybe it's easy to guess that maybe this is a charity action that the company is doing. And then, yes, it's right that this is the Morinaga, the company called Morinaga. They're over 100 years old. It's very traditional and large company in Japan. It's like KredExi in Estonia. So this Morinaga, they also sell the chocolate, and they import the cacao from the countries near the equator. And then in many of those countries, areas, they don't have adequate educational environment, so that children cannot get education, and they have to work in the cacao farms. So that Morinaga took initiative, and they started tackle this issue. Since 2008, Morinaga start helping those countries by using the part of their sales to donate the countries and then develop their environment, educational environment. Precisely, they donate 1 Japanese yen for each product they sell. So 1 Japanese yen, it's quite small, it's 1 cent. But since 2008, they have raised around 2 million euro. So this has a big impact. And then, it's good that for companies to do this because the chocolate is delicious, but you know that you hesitate to buy because it has high calorie. But when people buy something, the people buy emotionally, and then they justify logically. So if you hesitate to buy chocolate, but you know that if you buy it, you're doing the right thing. So you buy it, right? But the story doesn't end here. In this Morinaga's website, there's educational content for kids. You can see from the picture that it's about SDGs, right? Yes, this chocolate company is teaching SDGs to the kids. And then when it comes to the consumer behavior, we know that Generation Z, like new generation, they behave differently from us when buy things. Generation Z, they don't buy things that promoted by advertisement. They buy things recommended by influencers. And now we talk about kids here. They are even younger generation. They call it Generation Alpha. So I have no idea what they will do in the future. So I use ChatGPT. I ask if there's any influence that the corporate SDGs activities on their consumer behavior. And then ChatGPT answered, it's difficult to predict, but it also shows that the research has shown that younger generation are more likely to choose product and service from the companies that are socially and environmentally responsible. Yeah. And then next slide, I just want to show the comparison. Estonian KredExi, and then Japanese, this Morinaga, left side. From Japanese website, it's hard to understand what company it is. And then because in the main website, they talk about mission. But on the other hand, the KredExi, chocolate. So it's obvious that they sell chocolate, right? And then I didn't pick up this Morinaga company on purpose. I just picked up randomly. And then also I chose another company just in case. This is another company. They also sell the chocolate. But in the website, before the corporate profile category, there's an orange mark. It's called Same Smile for Children. So this is also another campaign that this chocolate company is doing. So same smile for the children, as you know that the cacao farms that they are using sometimes the child labor. So this company is now shifting to the cacao farms that do not use the child labor. So this is also their campaign. And then this in the food industry, it's quite clear the impact of these SDGs activities? Well, because the product is seen by all the generation in the stores. But how about the B2B or some sector that not many people go? And then I pick up one company. It's called Workman. Maybe you can guess also that it's a home center company, like Bauhof or like EASi in Estonia. I chose this company because I'm now doing the DIY at home, making the small shed. So I quite often go to the EASi. Yeah. The company is okay. That they have 944 stores across Japan. They're mainly like franchise. Considering that the Japanese population, which is around 100 times more than Estonia, so this is like really EASi size in Estonia. And then, what about the SDGs? And then here, the category is called sustainability. And then I clicked here to understand what it's written. And to be honest, I gave up reading because there's too much information, and it will take maybe 30 minutes to finish. So I picked up the main message from the company's website. In Estonia, you have saying this, laakimine hüve, vaikimine kurdu, right? That's why you are so quiet and you don't talk so much. But in business, this is not the right, as you know. Here, the home center company, like EASi, talk about sustainability, SDGs in the website. Here in the main, it says that materiality, yeah? Even I don't know the word. Even the Japanese people don't speak English, but they put the English so that make it fancy. But anyway, here I translate some words that, okay, so number one, sustainable product development. And the second, contribution to the global environment. And the third, satisfaction of franchise stores and employees. And then social contributions and governance. Well, if you go to their website, they will explain detail like each category. But look at this sustainable product development, what they do. It says, we respect human rights, basic human rights. We respect working environment. And then we provide safe product. It's nothing new, right? And then this contribution to the global environment. As a main stakeholder, we increase awareness and we try to reduce the environment burden in the entire supply chain. And then we create sustainable business model. So this is awesome. So what? Eh? So I can say that this company has not started those activities after this SDGs was adopted in 2015. They have been doing all the time. And then they use this SDGs as a promotion. So that's why laakimine hüve, vaikimine kurdu is not good. You should say out loud, because the company has not done something special, but they just say out loud, right? But don't get me wrong, that they are not doing anything, but I'm not saying that they are not doing anything. They're doing something, so they say out loud. So maybe we should rephrase that this saying that laakimine kurdu, vaikimine tobe, something like that. So the companies, if your companies do not do any activities beside the main business, then better to start something already. Because the Japanese company already, they have looking at the companies and the suppliers. If you are not doing anything, then it's difficult for you to enter the foreign market. And then by saying this, the famous Japanese person, the Yukichi Fukuzawa, those who do not move forward always retreat, and those who do not retreat always move forward. So this is good to express that the status quo is not the right things. You should start doing, and then you should keep doing, because this SDGs is opportunity for the company to grow your business and also differentiate from others, right? So that's all from my side. Thank you very much.